video on doing mushrooms on toast. So I need to do a function that's coming up, and they want me to do mushrooms on toast for a starter. It's going to be about 30 people. It's kind of quite a difficult thing to do. It's the type of thing that you do for 1 to 2 people at a time. To do it on a large scale, a little bit more tricky. So we have to think around things in a little different way. It can't really be mushrooms on toast, because if you keep toast hanging around for any length of period of time, it wants to go rubbery. So I don't want that. So we're going to use we're going to do a crouton instead. So just a bit of fried bread, probably a bit smaller than that, but it can be fried up beforehand and then reheated relatively quickly. So that's the bread part of it. And then you normally just saute some mushrooms, and you put in cream and reduce it down, add some, season it, maybe a bit of garlic, and then that's it. Maybe some herbs to finish it off. I can't really do it that way. The kitchen's not set up for that type of thing, and if I was to do that, then it'd throw the rest of the meal out off on a tangent. So I'm going to saute the mushrooms off beforehand. So there's 400 grams worth of mushrooms that I've just cut up and fried off in a little bit of fat. And then because this is what I've got some this easy parsley sauce stuff. We use that for the base. I've made it with milk. It just says just add water. Let's add milk instead, make it a little bit better. And then just to improve that sauce slightly, we've got some mushroom powder from an experiment, which is simply just dried out mushrooms. So what can you get? You can get these in little, so you can get those which are just a dried porcini mushrooms. They'll be available in all the supermarkets, and you just pound that down in the spice grinder. So if I add mushrooms into that, it'll give the impression of it being a mushroom sauce. Yeah, although the powder's going to be whisk, but not to worry. So we might have a little bit more. And then we've got some umami powder, which is made from Stilton, which I think a little bit of that in as well. Not too much, just to give like a background kind of flavour. It won't taste of Stilton. It won't taste cheesy, but you'll get that umami kind of flavour. So have a taste of that. Need more mushroom powder. I need some more of that. Oh yeah, there's 250 millilitres of milk, so that's kind of an idea on what kind of portions we'll be making. And then, since that pan's already a mess, let's add the mushrooms to that pan, and then I'm not making a mess of, well, making a messier mess of 2 sauces, and then get an idea of how much sauce we need to make for mushrooms, that type of thing. So that's probably about right, you know. That's probably about right. The only problem with this function is that I normally put in garlic. They're not going to want to put garlic in. The more people there are at a function, the higher chance of people being a little bit faddy with the food, which is annoying when it's just that meal, but what can you do? So that looks okay, doesn't it? So stir that around. Ideally you want to make the sauce in the pan that you cook the mushrooms in, so you get the flavour from the pan, but I don't want to create washing up. Use some pepper. Use a little bit of salt. You can't taste that umami Stilton powder. But there we go. And then, portion wise, let's have a look at it. Well, I don't know if 400 what we're going to get. We're going to get about 3 portions out of 400 grams. So it wants to be substantial. But there we go. So that's how you, yeah, I reckon about. So if we look in that pan and see what's left, there's that and there's that. So that's you want to. Food cost is a problem, but you don't want to run out. So better to be slightly generous than what we call it, than run out. But certainly in the function. And you take a picture of that, and I'll carry on talking. I'm not going to serve it with an egg. It's just I'm going to have it for my breakfast with an egg. So food cost is a bit of a sticking point because the cost of food has gone up. However, I still don't think food cost is that much that you can't be generous. And what would you rather? I'd rather be generous and people enjoy the meal and come back for more than people think I was being tight with my portions. And the basic costs of food, maybe adding 20 pence onto the cost of a of a dish, it's not that much. It's not that much really in the grand scheme of things. So that is how you make mushrooms on toast for a function. You have everything off prepared beforehand, mushrooms, sauce ready, crispy crouton, and then you can combine it at the last minute, and then it kind of holds together. But I won't be using parsley sauce. I'll be using like a white sauce mix, I think, for the sake of ease. Yeah, so that's really nice. Is that would be better with a mushroom sauce. So maybe with cream and some pureed mushrooms into it. So, but that's a more expensive version. This is just a cheaper version. But anyway, that would be delicious. I enjoy that for my breakfast. A success, although it's going to be quite expensive starter, but not to worry.